Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Speak on It. We got Awareness Wednesday back, and I got my man Sean Williams with me. You know what I mean? Welcome back to the show. He's been a guest on here before with us. So we're gonna get right into it, man. If you've been on Facebook, I know you have seen my man. You on Facebook, I know you have seen my man Sean Williams. Heavy out here. He's about the kids. I can vouch for him personally. He's about the kids. That's what he's about. So I'm just gonna go ahead, man. Introduce yourself, man, and tell us a little bit about Super Elite Football.
My name is Sean Williams. I'm a special education teacher. I used to teach over at I taught at Seaver High School for 6 years. I taught some other places before that, and now I'm at Dover High School in Dover, Delaware. I'm the president of Seafood Elite. We're a youth football and cheer organization, and we serve young men and women from ages 5 to 13. And this year we're doing something really, really, really special. We are allowing kids to play football for free. So there's pretty much no charge. And we've been beating these streets for those coins, so we can make sure that happens the way it's supposed to. It's going to happen anyway, but it's early, it's March, so we're out here trying to get accumulate as much money as we can to make everything run as smooth as possible. So that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Something I love doing, and when he's my man's right. I'm on Facebook a lot. I try to get the word out. I'm if you see me on Facebook, don't unfollow me. Don't delete me. Just bear with me. It'll all be over soon.
No, it's not. Fundraising is never over, man, because it costs money, and like
Right.
you said, why are you making this free? Why did you make
Well,
that decision?
well, when I used to give out, I would, I like with company. 2019 was our last season, so I found that when I would go to the schools, I would give out flyers. The first thing the kids would tell me is, "Well, my mom can't afford this." So even if you take it home, they see the money, they see a dollar amount, they're already kind of hesitant, and the walls go up. And there are a lot of kids who are not won't be able to play, won't be able to play at all unless it's free. Because I know growing up, I had a single mom, didn't have the money, never would have paid $125 to play football, never would have been able to pay 50 or 80 or $100 to play football. And so when you take the money away, you know what I'm saying, you take the walls down and kids can come out and nobody should be denied. You know what I mean? And that's what it's
Awesome.
about for me. No kid that wants to play football or cheer should be denied. And we've made it. We're going to make that happen for everybody in the community, not just Seaford and the surrounding area as well.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Now, why do you love football?
Well, I was in high school, man. I didn't enjoy school, man. I didn't enjoy it at all. So when I got to high school, man, because I grew up in Fredericksburg and we didn't have youth football and not a lot. We had baseball and soccer. And that's pretty much it. So I started playing football, man. I just loved. I was a part of something. I wasn't bad at. I wasn't all American, nothing like that. No Division I scholarship, but I was okay. I enjoyed it. It was something that kept me occupied. I stayed out of trouble during that time. It was just something that made me be a part of. I by no means was a great athlete, but in football, it's a little different than baseball and basketball. When you show up to baseball or to play basketball, or you show up to play baseball, you got. If you're playing baseball, you got to be able to hit, field, throw. You got to be able to do something. If you play basketball, there's something that you got to be able to shoot, jump. You got to be able to contribute something. If a kid plays football, they don't got to be necessarily be great athletes. Everybody can contribute. You got a bigger roster. You have more positions on the field, and what I mean. The chance of you getting on the field and playing are what I mean. They're decent if you work hard. You really want it, and that's why I like football because it's the most inclusive of all the sports. And I remember being included. And I remember wearing that jersey on Thursdays or on Wednesdays when I was playing JV, playing on Thursdays, and wearing it on Thursdays and playing, wearing it on Fridays when I was on varsity. And it was something I enjoyed. It made me really feel, it, it gave me memories that I'm never going to forget, man. And it was awesome. And football is something that I really love, and I've always loved it. And it just never goes away, man, for real.
I'm with you on that, bro. I never really got to play, like at the varsity level, what I mean, of any sport, what I mean. I hurt my knee in 10th grade and just was like, I'm never gonna be the same guy I was before. And I just chalked it. So I never even tried out. Not saying that I would have made it anyway, but I never just even went back out for it. But just coaching it now and seeing the actual team building skills that comes, the communication skills that comes from team sports, I would encourage kids to play as many team sports as you possibly can, man. Especially when you get in the high school, because it just shows that you are more willing to take on challenges. Like I
Right.
just feel like, I think kids shortchange themselves when they focus on just one sport. That's
I
just that's
agree.
just that's just my opinion. I feel like kids shortchange themselves when they just focus on one sport.
And when you look at the guys that go to the pros, they're all multi-sport athletes. Ray Lewis was a state championship wrestler. You know what I mean? Kyler Murray played baseball. It's a lot of multi-sport athletes out there. You know what I mean? And look at Bo Jackson, probably one of the greatest athletes of period ever. And he played baseball, he ran track, and he played football. Look at Jim Brown, one of the greatest lacrosse players ever to do it. So there's something to be said for multiple sports. You know what I mean? It teaches you. You know what I mean? You learn a lot. Um, I don't. I mean, if a parent wants their kid to specialize, that's parents can do what they want. But I think that it's all about making people well-rounded. And when you just stick a kid in the gym shooting the ball 12 months out of the year, I don't know how much that doesn't make them. That doesn't really expose them to different things. And as adults, as a parent and as a teacher and as someone who works with kids, I think it's our responsibility to expose kids to as many things as we can. You know what I mean? So because
Which
sometimes they don't get those experiences unless people like me and you introduce it to them. So that's why that's how I see it.
I'm with you. Now, just piggybacking off that, do you have any plans of expanding Seaford Elite to other sports, or are you
You
just
know
gonna?
what? I had thought about basketball, but I thought about that. This is a Seafood Elite exclusive right here. Okay. I really am considering doing if I can get a place to do it. I'm gonna do wrestling. I think wrestling is gonna be the next progression. I mean, it's something different. Again, it's not one of those sports that you know what I mean. You can kind of work your way in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. You kind of work your way in there, unlike some others. So I think wrestling is going to be what we're going to do next. I've talked to some people about it, and that if I can find, I've even looked into mats. I even looked at how much mats cost and all that stuff, and the prices are much better than I thought they were. If I can find a spot, then that's going to be the next thing we probably do. Wrestling.
That would be awesome because that is a sport that not a lot of people think about. What I mean, anyway,
One of the oldest sports in the world. You know what I mean?
like people
On this
just
planet.
forget about it. Like
Yeah, it's
especially when you have to put professional in front of it to differentiate it from, you know what I
right,
mean? Like they be like
right,
professional wrestling. I'm like,
right.
actually, that's more to me. That's more of the amateur style, in my opinion. What they
Yeah,
call professional wrestling. I feel like what they actually do in school is more professional and technical. But like that's more entertainment. But whatever. Um, but that would be awesome, man. Because that's
yeah,
that is again, that's not a sport that you hear people reaching
right,
out to young kids
right.
to
So,
play,
and
and
I'm
it's a
and
natural progression to the football field.
right, and that's what I thought of. And just basketball is easy, baseball, but wrestling would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? And again, my plan, my goal overall is to feed these guys to I grew up a Colonel, but now I'm a Blue Jay for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I live in the community. That's where I live at. So my job is to make sure that I feed as many kids as I can that I come in contact with to the blue, to Seaver High School. And I think that we're not far away from getting things a little bit way up, getting them much better than what they used to be. I'll put it to you like that.
I'm
And
with you.
as far as football goes, I know nobody want to hear this, right? Nobody outside of Seaver want to hear this, but this is how I was talking to Coach Ben Sermon on Facebook, right? And I wanted to know, and I was like, how long they've been playing football in Seaford? The first football team in Seaford that he could find, they probably been playing longer, 1906. All right, they've been playing football in Seaford 115 years, and I don't know if they've been playing that long in any surrounding areas. The they've been playing the Laurel Seaford game since before 1920. You know what I mean? So this is the epicenter where it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be nowhere else. I know nobody want to hear that, but Seaford is where it's supposed to be at, bro. I know when you share this, people are gonna give you crap about it, but they can, those who hold the crown, you know what I mean. You better take a picture of it, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Take a picture of it. I'm saying you think I'm joking? Take a
I
picture
love
of
it.
it.
I love it. I
Take
love
a
it.
picture of it, bro. Take a picture of it because it's just there temporarily, man. They probably weren't supposed to be in the first place. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah,
So, and I believe things on the upswing. I think that we need this here, man. We need this. Sports is over the years has breathed so much life to this community, and I'm just
absolutely.
glad that what we're doing, we're going to be a part of it. That's what I'm excited about.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, um, who did you grow up watching coach, or what made you want to get into coaching?
Well, I mean, I never ever thought that I would ever be a football coach. I never thought I would be. I remember one of the first jobs I had out of college, right? I used to be a mental health case manager at a place called Channel Market. Awesome. At the time, I didn't think so, but it's probably one of the best jobs I ever had. Great leadership, great people to work with. So I used to just be in what you call it in we had these meetings every week, right? These team meetings every week, and I would just be zoning out, just thinking about football and drawing plays up and stuff. You know what I mean? Probably drawn wrong. So you know what I mean? So I just would think about it and just would sit there and sit there. I don't know where, you know what I mean? I love playing. So, I played a little bit semi pro. That was stupid, but I did that. And uh and then I got a job, my first teaching job I got back at Colonel where I graduated from. The first year I worked there, I didn't coach, right? Second year, I taught the coach, and shout out to Neil Lambert. I spoke to Neil Lambert, and Neil said, "Come on out." He was the head varsity coach. Turn that program all the way around, by the way. And I was a special teams guy, and I did that for a few years, and and then I just started liking it, man. I just started enjoying it. And I just would, you know, what I mean, when I wasn't, I would call guys up. What you do when this happens? When you do when that happens? And I really enjoyed it. And from there, I moved to, I was in PG County for a couple of years. I coached a little bit of youth football. Was going to do high school, that didn't work out. And then when I came back, I started at Seaford. And that was interesting. You know what I mean? When I came back to Seaford, and then I was the middle school coach, and then I started doing Seaford Elite. And I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy doing, man. And it's just fun. And when when I'm out coaching, man, you kind of forget about work. You forget about the kids got to do this and that. You just kind of focused on what's in front of you, and that's why I enjoy it. So I mean, but it just kind of came out of nowhere, man. I really can't tell you that one person that coach that I ran into, just something that I wanted to do. I can't say that I have these great coaching models to speak of or speak to, but it's something that just kind of grew out of. I don't know where it came from, man, and I enjoy it. So,
I'm
you
with
know,
you. Like sometimes I feel like maybe if I went to college and did something different, like I probably wouldn't be here right now.
right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? But one of the things that I never felt I would see myself doing is coaching.
right,
Like I never thought I would be a basketball coach. Never even considered it. You know what I mean?
right, right,
I enjoy playing it. You know what I mean? I can talk about it, whatever. But I never thought I would be coaching it. And then to finally do it, I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it so much. It was just so fun, especially with the middle school. Oh my gosh, that group loved them.
yeah,
It was just so much fun, man. Just seeing the bright eyes of the kids when they were having the success, and to see them cry when they would, have setbacks, and just to see them grow, man. It was just so much fun. I did not think that I would have so much fun coaching, but now I just love coaching basketball, man. I didn't, again, never in a million years would have believed I'd be coaching basketball at all.
right. I mean, I did that too, and I coached wrestling. Never wrestled in my life, but Coach Rainer at Colonel, man, you know what I'm saying? I said I want, my first year at Colonel, I wanted to do something. And he showed me how to, he taught me the basics of wrestling, man. Now I'm okay at it, teaching it, but man, wrestling is a whole different world, man. It's a whole different world, man. It's not I can't explain to you how much different wrestling is, how different wrestling is from basketball. You know what I mean? You wrestle in the basketball gym most times. That's what the matches are. That's the only similarities, bro, is the room,
It's
the
the
building that
building.
you in. I mean, the crowd is different. It's a total dude. It's I've never really seen two things so different that are, you know what I mean, in my life. So, but I enjoyed those 2-day tournaments, and I enjoyed that, man. Then I did what you call it, youth basketball with my man Brad Puchek, and we started coaching. You remember when they used to have the Parks and Rec League? It was big time on Saturdays.
Uh huh.
Remember that? Well, we had a couple teams. over there, man. I had a team over there. Me and my man Darnell Lake. Shout out Darnell Lake. Jermaine Duncan. Byron Lake was one of my. He coached with him, and man, we it was fun, man. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun, man. And it's interesting because Jermaine Duncan's brothers runs the what is it? Certified Delaware Hoopers.
Mm-hmm.
Delaware Certified Hoopers. Yeah. Well, he's doing. That's where that's where I'm at now, doing fundraising outside the bill. But I mean, it's amazing the people that you meet and the opportunities that they give you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you, bro. I love it, man. It's awesome, man. When you win, the highs are high, bro, but the lows are super
Those
low.
are love. Yes, they can be. Yes, they
Yeah,
can be.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Secret League is part of AYF.
AYF, American Youth Football, the largest youth football organization I think the world, something like that. And yeah, yeah.
Now,
They
what makes it different from Pop Warner?
Pop Warner, well, used to be Pop Warner was weight based, right? But they changed the rules. I think they're trying to open some things up over there. So they changed the rules a little bit, and they're going unlimited weight now, and that's why AYF has always been unlimited weight, for the most part. Also, I think there are a few rule differences, like Pop Warner, I think they don't do 3 points dancing until like kids are 13, 14 years old. Stuff. I don't know this exactly, but that's kind of from what I understand. And AYF is pretty much high school rules. That's pretty much how it is. They
Okay.
got rid of kickoffs and Pop Warner. It's a different the bureaucracy is a little different over at Pop Warner, so it makes it a little different. But as far as the play, it's a little they took away kickoffs and they do the 2 point stance thing. It's a little different. So but I think no shade to nobody in Pop Warner, but I think it's a more of a AYF is a more accurate depiction of what football is. That you know what I mean, you're pretty much playing high school football at 6 or 7 years old. So and you play with your age as a play. You know what I mean? You're 5, 6, 7 year olds on one team, 13. No older, lighter, none of that type stuff. So those are the major differences. You know what I mean? So
Understandable.
I've never coached in a Pop Warner situation, so I mean I don't know. Know there are more rules over there, and we kind of pretty much it's a lot simpler from what I understand over AYF. But they've gone like I know the local Pop Warner teams they've gotten rid of the weight restrictions, and it's now it's unlimited weight now. So we were the only unlimited weight show in town, but now they're doing that. So that's a whole other discussion though. But
Scheduling. Have you got a schedule down of games, or do you have an idea of when you will be releasing the schedule so y'all
nah,
can
we
get the support of the community?
normally the schedule probably won't be out until probably maybe May or June or something maybe probably May at least. You know what I'm saying? So we go to Princess Anne, we go to Salisbury, we go to Easton, we go to Middletown this year, and we're going to Newcastle. And I might have missed somebody, but I can't remember on top of my. Oh yeah, Lower Sussex down there, Shelbyville, I believe. So we'll be
Oh,
going to all those places. So yep. I think that's right. I might have forgot. I might have forgot somebody, but I don't know. But that's pretty much how we go. Everybody thought we were traveling New Jersey and Texas and Florida. I don't know why they thought that, but we're local. The only two, yeah, you know what I mean? Because they travel football, but the only the long trips we're taking are Middletown and Newcastle. And that's it. Everything else is pretty much local, man. Places that we drive anyway. Seaford. Easton, Salisbury. You know what I mean? Those places.
yeah. So if somebody wants to help, how can they help, and where do they need to reach out?
You can hit me up on Facebook, Seafood Elite Youth Football. Seafood Elite Youth Football. You can send me a message. You can call me at Sean Williams. That's my number. That's me. My number is 410-253-8770. Call me anytime. Call me, text me. You can also hit my Facebook. I'm on Facebook as well. Sean Williams, hit me up as well. And we need some really good coaches. I want to give a shout out to my man Marcus Wright, who is coming out of retirement to help us out. Marcus Wright is a very,
Go
very,
ahead,
very
Mark.
good.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Marcus.
yeah, yeah. I hit him up the other day. I was like, "Yo, man, I need that smoke on D, bro. He's amazing. He's a really good coach. I don't,
Yes,
I
he
don't know if he's
is.
ever got, I don't know if he's ever gotten his just due, but that mug is an amazing coach. One of the reasons I called him, always had fun with that dude coaching. Man, we even coached flag football together. He was on the bench with me one night at a Seaford game at JV basketball. He came and helped me out one night at a Seaford League game. So I've been around Marcus for a little while now, man. He's a good dude, and he's a really really good football. Marcus is if Marcus really wanted to, I think Marcus would probably be. He's a really good coach, man. He's a really good coach. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
lucky that he's deciding to come and slum up with the youth football people. But he's gonna do that, so we're gonna see. But he calmed this over with, so we got this. So him, Richard Bailey. Richard Bailey is gonna help us this year. Hopefully, he will. I don't know if you know him or not.
Not,
He coached
not
at
familiar with him.
he from Laurel, but he coached at Seaford when I first got here. He was one of the coaches at
Okay.
Seaford. He was the head coach actually for a while.
Might recognize his
So
face.
yeah, you probably recognize you saying. So if anybody, we do need really good coaches. And looking for players again, it's free. The only charge is $20 charge for your IDs, and that's it, man. So if you got a 13-year-old, you got a kid between the ages of 5 and 13. The 5-year-old team, the non-U team or no, the 7U team is almost full, man. It's crazy. I didn't know that there were that many 7-year-olds, bro.
Wow.
At that one place. It's almost full, and that's only our second sign up. Normally we have sign-ups until like June or maybe even July sometimes. But it's almost full, bro. I'm telling you. So
And so, how many more teams do you have? You said the 7U was almost
I got
full.
I got 7U, 9U, 11, and 13.
Okay.
And I don't know how many cheerleaders. I don't cheerleading. Yeah. So we got cheerleaders too. If you want to talk about that, you got to bring a cheerleading expert on because I'm not that guy. So
Now I know you did flag in the past.
yeah, we did flag in 2019. We did flag. I don't think a lot of those parents really weren't comfortable with their kids playing tackle. So we played flag. We had some that wanted to play, some that didn't. So we just went ahead. We didn't really charge anything for that. We just charged the price of uniforms. They kept them, and that was that. But we did flag. It's really hard to get games. You know what I mean? Because the other teams in our league didn't really have any flag teams, and it was kind of tough. But if there was and plus on top of that, Parks and Rec has flag, so that we don't want to
Understandable.
So
Understandable.
I think you kind of we let them handle that. So if they want to play flag, we can kind of send them over there or whatever. So I don't want to be competing with those guys on that end. So
All right. Well, I know you out fundraising, man, and you at an event. So I'm gonna let you go, but thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it again. If you have a child that wants to play football, that is the man to get in contact with, Sean Williams. We'll have his information on our Facebook page as well. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving us your time, brother, man, and good luck. And
thank you.
I want a hot dog.
Okay, man. Hey, also if you want to, hey Bivens, if you want to coach,
I knew it was coming.
spot for you, bro. If you want to coach,
I
spot
knew
for
it
you,
was
bro. We
coming.
got you.
I
Got you.
know. I know.
All right, I know you do a little bit of everything. So man, you want to come out and give us some of your come off of the ivory tower and come give us some of your knowledge, man. We would definitely take.
Man, appreciate the offer. Appreciate the
All right,
offer,
bro.
bro,
See you,
man.
man.
All right, man.
No
You have a
problem.
good night, bro.
All right, you too, bro. All right.
Peace. All right, that's our show for the evening, man. Thank you for joining us. There go my man Dom. My man Dom in the building.
Yeah, man. Listen, things ran a little longer on my call before this, man. But I know my man Biff held it down. I'm doing this thing. Um, appreciate y'all again. Appreciate him holding it down while me not being here and doing this thing. Like I said, Benson, he gonna do his thing with the football thing. And like Biff said, we'll have his information on the listen, I'm jumping right into it like my man Biff thing. Everything. I just jumped on like, all right, dang, they wrapping it up. They wrapping it up.
Shoot.
So,
What you want to talk about?
nothing. I mean, y'all did your thing. I mean, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff on Saturday.
On Saturday. Oh yeah, on Saturday. We got some stuff. We got some stuff coming on Saturday.
I mean, it's a lot to talk about on Saturday. Franchise tags, payments. I mean, tourneys. So I think
contract extensions.
So I think by Saturday, we would know. I think we would kind of know seating.
We'll know seating. We'll know seatings, and we'll know whose bubble's been burst by the time we talk on Saturday.
So yeah, man, definitely excited. They want to hop on and say, man, say thank you to for you holding it down. Yeah, I mean, and
no problem, bro. No problem, man. I know you would have done the same thing. So
yes, sir.
So
yes, sir. But like he was saying, I guess that's the show. I thought I was gonna get on. Listen, as I was jumping in, he was jumping off. So.
Yeah, he had a fun. I didn't know he had a fundraiser tonight. I didn't know he had a fundraiser tonight. I know he does what's names on Wednesdays. He has sign-ups on Wednesdays. So, but I didn't know he was doing fundraiser tonight.
Hey, listen, that's appreciate. We appreciate him just giving us some time.
He was sacrificing. He sacrificed his time fundraising to be with us. So absolutely,
definitely appreciate that. Excited about that. Excited about talking to y'all on Saturday.
Absolutely.
So, like Biff said, if y'all want his information, it'll be in our on our page on Facebook. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our link tree is in on our Facebook page. But I guess until next time.
Peace.